We are just across the Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready? Black 20. Set. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Kill, 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 kill. Check. Check, hot route. Hot, hot.
Black, black.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. He's got this complete to Ryan Switzer. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Alert 3, alert 3.
Black, black.
A first carry now for Thompson. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chris Thompson. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Hey, we got
Now it's Jackson. And finding the tight end, Wilson. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Jackson. And an alley to run. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Complete to Miles Boykin. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7. at the Steelers' 44-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Jackson now. And a throw right sideline is complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Shift. 25, check 25, check 25.
The first carry now for Benny Snell. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Easy.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Here we go.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check 37.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
230. Easy.
No gain on this defense. No.
They'll go with Snell here on first down. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's got it complete to Thompson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Snickers, 66. Black 20. Double.
65.
Black.
On the ground, it's Thompson. But he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the 1st down.
Barely picking it up, but they did.
59, what's up? 59, what's up? Black, what's up?
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The sack by Michael Bennett, the native of tiny Independence, Louisiana.
Go ahead, take a seat. You can't stop me.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight.
Roethlisberger.
You got 4.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. Throwing is Jackson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong. He's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
Darius Geis, his 1st carry of the game. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And his throw is incomplete. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this 1st quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Hey, I'm coming. Mike, 55.
From the gun, Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. 7-7, our score after one. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Jackson to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain of 39 on 3rd.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Jackson's throw caught here by Boykin. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Jackson, options out left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
Ravens 14, Steelers 7. Justin Tucker set to kickoff.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
23 yards on the play.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
Yeah, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
50 Mike, 50
Now Ben on 3rd and long. Able to find Switzer. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 42.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
180.
57. Let's go.
On 2nd down now, it's Thompson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check.
Check 52. 44. Mike's 45.
Now Roethlisberger going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that too, but it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's gotten them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. With a carry on 2nd down. And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
The Ravens on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10.
55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Oh, you got deep? Let's go. Right there.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Able to find Isabella. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. A 2nd quarter score from KC. The Broncos, they've taken an early lead against the Chiefs. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great... was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
Check nine.
On the handoff, it's Geis. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Ravens on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Watch out.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Roethlisberger back into his end zone. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And he will finally be taken down up at the 43. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 42 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
Now Snell. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Take both of them. Under 10. 10.
Here's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. On first down, it's Roethlisberger.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Meanwhile, over in Cincinnati, and the Bengals out to the early advantage. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. Roethlisberger now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Jack 16. 57.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster in the final seconds of the first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Here's Jackson. Going to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Man, I got you.
Now Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll get this one to Switzer. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
The second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Jackson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
55, Mike, 55.
Now Jackson operating from the gun. That ball complete to Isabella. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check safety. Switch.
On 2nd down, it's Snell. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Alert, alert! 180!
Squeeze, squeeze, double, double.
General West! 57. Mike, 57. 22, 44.
3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger. Open man. Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Check! Like 30! Alert, alert! You good?
Back.
Easy, easy.
Check 99.
22 jet bombers, 22 jet bombers. Hey, wahoo! Black is third!
Now Roethlisberger on first down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This is Thompson. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
I got you. Check 50. Check 50.
Big Ed. 44.
57's the mic. Watch 57. You can't block me. You can't block me.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And he's taken down inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 28.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Roethlisberger now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
He's checking. Crash.
A run for Snell. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Finding room to the 20. Open man is Switzer, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 17-yard line.
And the Steelers' first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Let's go. Undercrunch. Check.
They'll run on first down. Thompson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Birdie. Stay with your man.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Joker.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. He's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Ryan Switzer, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's Jackson. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
I think this is where we see how the game has moved along a little bit. Free safety, no blitz, but reads the play, has no responsibility in coverage, and takes a gamble and goes and gets the quarterback.
Well, is that a spot, though, where when he's coming, the quarterback needs to be able to find somebody or not necessarily?
Has to, because with that amount of time coming from the free safety position, someone should break open.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Jackson now. And an alley to run. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. On the ground, it's Geis, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, Thompson. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let him know, let him know. Shift.
On 2nd and 7, Roethlisberger. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 29-yard line. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a Turkey Bowl, a Thanksgiving Day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the Ravens' 25-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Defense, let's go. Check 26. Kill.
Here's Snell. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, alert.
47. Hey, here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Able to find Switzer. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 18.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Steelers' 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Thompson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
All day, baby, all day. Watch that. 61, matchbox lights.
They go with Thompson again. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead. So how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Easy. Take both of them. Hey, switch gears. Black, what's that?
On 3rd down, it's Thompson. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And his kick is indeed good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
Come on, set. Here comes
Now Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
55. Get the ball. Here you go, Cam.
First try for the right arm of Dalton here. Now in desperation. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
Start. 230.
57 to Mike.
Yeah. You don't want none.
Roethlisberger dropping to a knee, and that ought to do it.
It's a loss of a yard, bringing up 3rd and 12.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was due in large part once again to the play of big number 7, their quarterback Ben Roethlisberger.
And as you and I both know, there can be some really good Big Ben days,